members of the commission, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. My name is Kirby Lambert. I am the president of the Forrest County Agricultural High School Alumni Association, and I am here today to go on record as being against the consolidation of the Forrest County Agricultural High School District with any other district in our county. Since 1911, our district has positioned itself to maintain its mission of providing for the educational needs of the students of Forrest County. It provides a unique setting with a working farm to provide a well-rounded experience for children that attend. The school, though, is far from being just about agriculture. We have a strong academic program featuring college prep and vocational programs. I wanted the commission to get a sense of what type of school we have at FCHS. We're a unique school, and we should be considered as any other district on our own merit. I asked the commission not to lump all the agricultural high schools together and make generalizations about their future. Several years ago, the State Department of Education mandated that all agricultural high schools could only achieve level 3 under the previous accreditation model. This action was extremely unfair for the schools that were performing at a higher level. When this ceiling was removed, FCHS excelled to a level 5 school. The casual mention of our district by Augenblick and Associates, APA, seemed reminiscent of that approach. Agricultural high schools don't seem to fit any particular model or structure, and when we are put together, we're sometimes discounted. I can't speak for the other agricultural high school districts, but I can say that each district needs to be evaluated separately based on the needs of its educational community, not arbitrarily by a set model. When this recommendation or suggestion by APA was brought to our attention by the press, as recently as in the Sunday edition of the Hattiesburg American this past yesterday, I've tried to understand why they made that suggestion. So I studied their criteria. And we did not meet their first set of criteria, the complete set, and we definitely didn't meet their second criterion. We, of course, don't have 2,000 students, but we do have a QDI score that's above their threshold. And I was unable to determine our spending per weighted student for district level administration. I did talk to Justin Silverstein of APA, and he explained how the weights were determined, but I was unable to find that particular cost. But I did find that we did not fit into the model very easily. So, still trying to understand their recommendations, I looked at the objectives of the recommendation, and that was stated in the report was to improve the educational programs. And I quote from that report, they made an assumption. They assumed that all districts in a merger group would be able to spend at the same level as that of the district with the highest performing QDI among the merger group. That wouldn't be the case for FCHS. We offer a number of courses in mathematics and English and foreign languages, Spanish and French, science, biology, chemistry, physics. We have advanced placement courses in mathematics, social studies, English. And as mentioned earlier, of course, we have a strong vocational and agricultural program and the arts. Now the question became whether funding would be available to improve our course offerings with this suggested consolidation. Based on the current restraints, though, the Forrest County system is at maximum millage, and they cannot raise any more money to run an extra high school in their system. Our small amount of millage, based on current state law, would be lost. So there would be a net loss of revenue for education in Forrest County. Okay. The Forrest County School District could not support the school as it currently operates, and the course offerings would probably decrease. Our district strives to improve the educational opportunities for the students in this Forrest County. It serves as the only public high school for communities such as Dixie, McLaurin, Brookland, Maxey, Carnes, Fruitland Park. It includes students from communities of Palmer's Crossing, Hattiesburg, and all parts of Forrest County. We have a diverse student population, and we're dedicated to serving their needs. Over the years, the associations made by the students at FCHS have developed a strong alumni base for the school. The alumni actively support the school. We meet annually and catch up on the school's progress to award scholarships and to celebrate the time spent at our school. We as an alumni association want to maintain our district as we prepare to celebrate our first 100 years. We strongly resist any attempt to consolidate or eliminate our district. The commission has a difficult challenge in these tough economic times. I ask that this commission not base its decision on the suggestions of APA and consolidate our district. I ask the commission to base its decision on the educational needs of the students of Forest County. That quality will be diminished with the consolidation of FCHS and any elimination of our district. The objectives set forth in their report will not be met. I ask the commission to remove the FCHS district from consideration and not make it part of its recommendations. And thank you for this time.
Because he's always told me I'm soft-spoken. I'm the superintendent of Amory Schools. My name is Gerald Loden. And just to bring out a few points about consolidation that I'd like to stress from the perspective of being in Amory, Mississippi. We have one of the lowest millage rates in the state at 37 mills with total debt service and all, while having the 6th highest graduation rate in the state, a QDI that's above the state average. We're in the only county in the state where every young person is Excel by 5 certified, and every graduate, not just at Amory but also at Aberdeen, can go to Itawamba Community College for free. And we have a small town with a good solid school system, and we're proud of what we have. Our sister district is at the state average on millage rates, which is 47 mills, which is good. But with us being at 37 mills, how could you merge us and benefit the Amory children, the Amory School District, when you're 10 mills away? You have one of the lowest costs in the state for your district. In these trying economic times, I know the governor has said that we can save up to $68 million on consolidation alone. But when we already have state contracted bid lists that covers our buses, our books, our computers, our furniture, we already have to have quotes for anything that's purchased over $5,000. I mean, we're efficient in some ways. I'm not saying that we can't do a better job, but there's already protocols and procedures in place to help save funds. In looking at my sister district supplements and our supplements, we would have to spend between $120,000 and $135,000 additionally on teacher supplements, not counting another estimated $40,000 to $50,000 in coaching supplements and salaries having to align, administrative salaries that we'd have to align. Sure, we'd have one less superintendent. Sure, we'd have one less superintendent secretary, but when we went to about 3,500 young people, we would also increase several administrative staffs. I was hoping that my peer from past Christiane would be here today, because in looking at my central office versus their central office, they already have about 5 to 6 more people than we have. So I know we'd have to add some administrative positions just to make sure we can meet the needs if we did have to consolidate. In looking at the QDI criteria, as stated, our QDI is above the state average. Just like to remind the commission, this is a new model. The study did not look at long-term achievement data, they looked at the QDI. About 45 days to 60 days before the new model was unveiled last year, before we had our test. So in March of last year, the new model was unveiled, and we had our achievement test in May. Now, if you're being told the rules are changing and it's March and you have a test in May, you haven't had an entire year to prepare. Another factor that's in the new model that was not studied is growth. Am I taking a child and moving a child over time? The Governors Association and at the federal level, everything is retooling towards growth, taking young people and moving them over time. This model does not look at growth. That's one factor I'd like to throw out that could be looked at easily. If you do go back to looking at long-term achievement data, the state overall has not done a very good job of taking over districts and improving them to sustain themselves over time. Several districts have been taken over multiple times. What makes Amory equipped to be forced to merge when the folks in Amory don't want to merge, the Bulldogs in Aberdeen don't want to merge, and we want to be able to stand on our own 2 feet, tackle the new model, and move forward. And last but not least, if if and when the list is presented that has districts on it, please let the superintendents know. It's really crazy to wake up on a Monday morning. I'm glad I got up early that morning and made sure to read the paper before it hit me, because that was a heck of a day, to say the least, when Amory's on the list. Thank you.